Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy GD Billions. Today we're in the lab and not at the range right now. A little bit of change of scenery, but we're coming to you with a different type of video. We're doing a rifle breakdown. Today we are breaking down one of the rifles you've seen in some of the older videos, especially the last video that I've been running, and it is my GPR or general purpose rifle, and it is my Sugar Weasel. So shout out to the guys over at Kev. They make a great product, and I use this as my general purpose build. So basically everything on this rifle and the way that I have it set up is for any general purpose. Now a GPR or a general purpose rifle is a rifle that doesn't do one thing specifically perfect, but it does a wide variety of things fairly well and good. So this is the rifle that I choose to do that with, and it is a beast. I've ran thousands of rounds into this. I believe this rifle specifically has up to 6,000 to 7,000 rounds, and I've never had any issues, never had any failures, never had any failure to eject, failure to feeds, or issues loading, unloading, whatever. And yes, before we get started, this gun is safe and there is no ammo in it. Now, no ammo, but I love the look of this gun, and I love the way that everything just comes together, even with the colors, and honestly how it's built with some fine crafted metals and some great ingenuity from those guys over at Q. So shout out to them. Now, Q is the father of the honey badger, as we all know. This being the Sugar Weasel, technically this is the poor man's honey badger, but this is the 16-inch rifle variant of that, and I don't see any issues with it. Again, the Sugar Weasel, they do have a smaller version that kind of mimics the honey badger, but this is their rifle edition of that, and again, it does everything that I needed to do. 16-inch barrel. This is chambered in 5.56x45. This is a 1:7 twist rate, mid-length adjustable gas block, M16 spec receiver, without the forward assist. So sorry for you guys if that breaks it for you. It doesn't really break it for me. Like I said, I've never had any issues, failure to feed, or any reason that I would need a forward assist. And God forbid I do, I would just rack that round out and get rid of it, get back on target. But yes, this one does not have a forward assist in it, and sorry if that breaks it for you. It comes with a ambidextrous Radian Raptor HB. On top of that, you have your ambidextrous safety selector down here, and I'm not 100% sure. This is a MOESLK Magpul stock that it comes with. Back here you have your Reptilla grip down here, and this is all coming straight out of the factory from Q. On top of that, we have the critically acclaimed, literally best trigger ever made. That's literally what it's called. Literally the best trigger ever made. That's what it's called. And like I said, not for any wrong reason. I don't have, and again, this is not loaded, but just so you can see that trigger, that's the wall right there, and break. Now the reset, that's it. Reset, that's it. So I love this trigger. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If this trigger was readily available and just as available as your Geisleys, your Apexes, I would have this trigger installed in every AR that I own, every AR platform that I own. I love this trigger. It has that straight shoe with the slight curve at the bottom, similar to the Trigger Tech Diamonds. I love it. I don't have any issues with it. I've never had any issues with this trigger. It's very, very light. I would say under 2 pounds. I love it. I never had any issues with it. And straight out of the factory. These guys know what they're doing. Literally the best trigger ever made. I didn't say it. That's literally what it's called. Starts with literally. So literally it's called the best trigger ever made. Now, moving up here, you have your cherry bomb. And this muzzle device here makes a huge fireball. Now, it's this weapon, and a lot of Q's weapons are meant to be suppressed. So reason we have a suppressor on it, and it runs flawlessly with the adjustable gas block. Now, what I would say is Q did a very innovative thing, and they created this muzzle device. So without having to change the muzzle device it comes with, as this is direct thread for any suppressor that they sell, the Trash Panda, the Thunder Chicken, Southpaws, so on and so forth, any of their suppressors would be direct mount to this cherry bomb. Now, what Q has done is make a muzzle device called a Plan B. So this whole ring direct threads to the cherry bomb and allows you to run any other suppressor that is on the market of your choosing if you do not want to use their suppressor, which I think is pretty darn cool and really smart of them, so that way you wouldn't have to compromise anything that has come with this rifle. Now, again, sorry for the soot. I just came back from the range with it today, running some other drills. What we have on here is a YHM. I believe this is a Turbo K. I have another YHM, but this one pretty much lives on this rifle, and it does everything I need it to do. Now, being that it is my general purpose build, I have this thing set up specifically for whatever I would need it to do. Again, general purpose, you can go hunting, competition, shit hits the fan, safety, home defense, or just a range day. And what I have here on top, I'm running a LVPO, and this is the LH6. This is an Arkin 1:6x24. And I've been running this for about 3 months now. We've all seen some good things about Arkin, and we've all seen, you know, a lot of people saying that their products are great. I was curious and I wanted to try it out, so I ordered me an Arkin. It came very quickly, and I haven't had any issues with it. It's a different type of reticle that I'm not 100% used to. This is a kill box, what they call a kill box style reticle. So it has like that half moon, and then there's a dot, and there's like squares into it that'll let you know how far your target is. Similar to, you know, your mill reticle, right? But it's just formatted differently. So just getting used to that. But beyond that, this thing it tracks well. It holds zero. I've shot thousands of rounds in it after I've mounted it. Holds zero, holds up. I've had this thing in inclement weather, wet weather, hot weather. Never had the glass, you know, fog up on me, or, you know, not be clear. Has a clear sight picture, and that's really all I needed to do. Yeah, so this is sitting on a Burris Pepper mount, so one single mount. Right here I have an offset. This is one of Primary Arms red dots. Boxes up there somewhere probably, but I don't know the exact name of this red dot, but it's one of Primary Arms own. And this thing, like I said, it holds zero and it stayed on. Surprisingly, the battery on both of these things are fairly well. I've left this on in the safe for months, and they're still as bright as ever. They haven't dimmed out, and you know, that's what I need it for. So I need these things to hold zero and stay on primarily. And they do a great job of that. So these two combined would be, I would, you know, engage anything with a red dot from like 75 yards and in. I'm comfortable with that. Anything from 100 to, you know, 400 yards, I can take down with this easily, no issues. Now, anything beyond that, again, you're going to need, you know, your designated marksman rifles and precision sniper rifles for me, and a lot more data. Not to say that it can't be done. I've seen people shoot even shorter barrels than this on AR platforms with an LVPL out to 1,000. But again, for me, 300 to 400 is good to go with this one. So for me, I like the slight cant of the 45 degree, right, compared to kind of having my red dot mounted on top like a lot of guys do. And it's just the head position for me. I'm more comfortable with this motion than I am with that. Not to say that there's anything wrong with that. You do you, but it just was work for me. Moving up here, we have an Emissary Development hand stop. This is one of their larger models. I've had this on here for a few years and it's just lived on here. I just like the tan, honestly, but this is their large, I believe. I don't think this is the mini. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yep, this thing helps me get a sturdy grip and kind of push that gun into me, right? Up here we have the Magpul bipods. I like the brown, again, going with the brown classic look, but these things are polymer, but they do hold up. They're pretty, you know, rigid to do what I needed to do. It's not specifically to be, you know, like a sky pod or anything, but they get the job done. We have a light, and this is a Feyachi light. This thing has been on there for like 2 years and it's still running. The battery is still good. Never had any issues with it. I've had this on another gun. I had it sitting in a bin down there with a bunch of other parts. I threw it on there for the time being and it just never left because it just always stayed on. I just never had a reason to change it, and you know, this thing really holds up, so shout out to them. And it kind of still goes with that look. I'm running the Magpul M-Lock clips for some cable management, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, I have my sling. Every rifle needs a sling, and that is it. That's pretty much it. Now, I need you guys to comment down below. Let me know what you need for this gun. Let me know if the no forward assist would kill the deal for you, being a, you know, general purpose or GPR, or, you know, any rifle that you would need. You know, if that kills it for you, let me know. Let me know what you guys are running on your general purpose rifle builds. Let me know if you have a general purpose rifle build. Let me know if you have all designated purpose built rifles. Let me know. Actually, do me a favor, send me some submissions of your guys' rifles, whether it's, you know, GPRs, SBRs, DMRs, precision rifle builds. Let me know what you guys are running, why you're running, what you're running on it, and let me know what I've done wrong, or if, you know, this is a great build. Let me know if you would take some of the things that I put on here and you would add it to your builds, or what you would do. Let me know. So do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have one, or if you need one. Me personally, I believe that everyone needs a general purpose rifle. It's something that you can just grab and go. No one needs any special training on it. They can just run and gun with what you have. So other than that, stay ready.